Some snow already starting to accumulate out there tonight.
Busy, huh?
It is going to be a busy night. Could be a bit of a wet start to the weekend, even running into some difficult travel across parts of New Mexico by tomorrow morning. Starting out sunny today, very dry up on top of the Sandias, but then this afternoon we had a few pop-up showers, a couple thunderstorms even, and some higher elevation snow moving across the state, even bringing in some light snowfall up on top of the Sandias. You could see there before the sun set tonight, and we're watching more snow falling out into the East Mountains, especially out into the Estancia Valley, where we already have at least an inch of snow on the ground out there. Picking up some nice measurable precip so far today, but a lot more is still on the way. Couple hundredths along I-25 from Las Vegas to Raton, nearly half an inch up in Clayton, nearly a tenth of an inch in Santa Rosa, already over 6/10 of an inch of rain in Roswell, and we're going to be seeing more tonight through the day tomorrow, although some of that tomorrow is going to be coming in the form of snow. We're already starting to see a bit of a gusty east wind here in the metro. Started earlier this afternoon, but it's going to be getting a lot stronger overnight. In fact, we're under a wind advisory through 10 a.m. tomorrow. We could see up to 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts here in the Rio Grande Valley, all the way down to Socorro, and even down around Carrizozo, as this cold front moves through, and it's starting to push in right now, and that's what's causing this increase in coverage and intensity of rain and snow that you're seeing here on radar across central and northern New Mexico. Roads already becoming slick tonight along I-25 from outside of Santa Fe through Las Vegas up to Raton, I-40 as well, especially out around Edgewood and Moriarty, but we're only going to be watching more snow and rain developing as we head into the overnight hours. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to be looking at some gusty east winds here in Albuquerque. Unfortunately, that could bring us that infamous snow hole where most of Albuquerque stays dry because of that wind, but areas like the foothills, the West Mesa, Rio Rancho, all could see a little bit of snowfall tonight and through the day tomorrow as temperatures are going to be cold. Seeing some rain down in southeastern New Mexico, but notice that rain snow line getting farther and farther south. By Saturday morning, 8 a.m., notice just how widespread this snow is. This is very impressive for this time of year, including a very sharp cutoff. Thinking about areas west of the Pecos River Valley, could see some heavy, wet snow up into the Sacramento Mountains. Well, we'll have this area where we'll see some more moderate to heavy rainfall, and that cutoff line is going to be right at about Roswell. Could be one of those instances where the west side of Roswell sees few inches of snowfall while the east side sees almost all rain. That's how sharp that cutoff line could be. It's going to stick around through Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, and then this storm will be wrapping up for the most part Saturday night, with sunny skies returning by Sunday afternoon. Still some impressive snowfall amounts, though, especially you see these pockets of around half a foot of snow in Santa Rosa, Las Vegas, over a foot into the northern mountains, several inches possible down around the Sacramento Mountains, and even that chance to see as much as 1 to 3 inches in the Roswell area. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories in effect across the entire eastern half of New Mexico into the northern mountains. These are areas where we're going to see the biggest impacts from this snow, including stretches of I-25. We're going to be watching the heaviest snow falling tonight, but the wind is going to pick up too, so we could see areas of blowing snow even near blizzard conditions tonight along Highway 64 and 87 up in northeastern New Mexico. I think the biggest impacts, though, are going to be along I-40 from about the East Mountains to the Texas state line, because we'll see pockets of heavy snow, but then that wind as well, and that could cause snow to blow across the interstate, creating some very slippery conditions through about Saturday night. Improving conditions, though, by Sunday as temperatures start a warming trend. Will actually be a little bit warmer in southern Colorado and northwestern New Mexico, so we're going to see mostly rain here until you get to about Grants and Gallup. That's where we could see at least a few inches of snowfall accumulations, mainly tonight. Some spotty rain and even snow showers are possible all the way down into southern New Mexico with these chilly temperatures, and into eastern parts of the state. Temperatures are going to break a record cold high down in Roswell with wind chills tomorrow afternoon in the teens. It is going to be bitterly cold. That's why we're going to see that snow potentially even all the way down to Artesia, Carlsbad, and Hobbs tomorrow afternoon. So running into some impacts, though, through the day tomorrow along parts of I-40 and I-25 in eastern and northeastern New Mexico, up into the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. We could see as much as 1.5 feet of snow out of this storm system, with a couple inches likely around Santa Fe, Espanola, Los Alamos, looking at about 1 to 3 inches in Moriarty, but we could see as much as 6 inches once you get into the east slopes of the Sandias. And again, here in Albuquerque, it all depends on that wind. If it really sticks around through most of tomorrow morning, we could stay dry throughout the day. However, still looking like we have a good chance of a mix of some light rain and snow throughout the day. And then after that, some much quieter weather up into the 80s starting next Wednesday.
All right, big shift.
It is.
All right, thank you, Grant.